Everybody wave at the camera.
Well,
That my eyeballs are the camera.
You bet.
The eyeballs are the camera of the head.
That's what the Wright brothers said before they invented or after they invented the camera.
The aeroplane.
No, they invented the camera. The airplane was invented by Nikola Tesla. Telephone was invented by Thomas Edison. Alexander Graham Bell invented the diving bell, which was just him jumping in the water.
And peanuts were invented by George Washington, I think. If I'm remembering
true.
right.
You know what's fun? Except not, but it's enough time has passed that it can be kind of funny. Do you know how George Washington died?
Syphilis?
Poop in his butt. Poisoned him. He had a poop transplant.
No, he just got sick, and he was like,
Oh, that's cool.
you know, he had like the cold, but he probably would have been fine. But they're like, he's got all this bad blood in him that's making him sick, so we need to let all this blood out. Oh, he's still sick. We gotta let more out. The doctors literally bled him to death. He probably would have been fine, but they drained his blood into thinking that would maybe help.
Here we go, boys!
I was just looking it up the other day, but I think you guys may have been in the Discord, but he got 69 votes his first election to be president. Isn't that awesome?
Nice.
Started the country out with a bang.
Hey, Martha, look at this. 69.
Hey.
I think his wife's name was Martha.
Yes, Martha. Martha Washington.
Martha.
My name's Martha Washington. I'm the first lady. I'm the first lady.
Watch out for this guy coming in behind you. What? How did he get? I was behind
I just listened to a podcast about how James Garfield died. And
that's what I was just gonna say. I saw people tweeting about that. He had a bunch of food stuffed up his.
You can even get the recipe too. The
classic death.
Oh my god, yes.
So he was shot in the back by an assassin.
Yep.
And then
Assassin.
they actually called in Alexander Graham Bell because he had a metal detector because they were having trouble finding the bullet. And it would have worked, but he was on a bed with metal springs in it, which was obviously interfering with the metal detection. But the doctor, whose name I forget, he was an idiot. He was like, "We're not gonna move him," and Bell's like, "Well, I guess you're not finding that bullet," which they didn't.
Fair enough.
This doctor was just like fisting his back trying to find the bullet. Just imagine this man shoving his hand in the president's back. And then because he was, getting sick because this guy was just going crazy inside him with his fist. He's like, he needs food.
Getting sick? That's a funny way to say dying.
It's like, he needs food, and so instead of, putting it in his mouth, this guy had the bright idea of, feeding him through his butt because it's closer to the stomach. He would get nutrition faster.
Okay, he was the butt one.
And since he seemed to perceive that the president was not shitting out as much as he was taking in, it was working.
It's working.
The president died shortly after in just the most horrible way. He maybe would have been okay if they just patched him up, stopped the bleeding, and let the bullets inside him. Abraham Lincoln had a very interesting post-death.
Abraham Lincoln.
His body went on a road trip across the country.
That's cool.
On a train, with his son, two of his sons, I think, maybe just one of his sons, because his 8-year-old son had died very nearly the same time. So yeah, went from Washington to Springfield, Illinois, or something, and just make stops in every town, and people would line up for hours to come, see his body.
Here's this dead guy.
And
It's kind of crazy to me that people even like lie in state and stuff like that. Like, hey, I'm just gonna go look at a famous person's dead body and just gonna sit there for days or weeks. Like, you can go look at Ruth Bader Ginsburg's body.
selfie. It's for the grams. It's for the grams.
Gotta do it for the gram.
It's just so you could like tell your grandkid that you saw it. Now you get actually likes from it.
It actually has a social purpose now.
Yeah. We've evolved as a culture. As you can imagine, back then embalming wasn't very good, and there was like not much in the way of refrigeration on Lincoln's car. So by the time they got to Illinois, people would show up and be like, "I'm here to see the president," and they'd be like, "What the fuck is? Oh my god!" Because
something the other way.
Yeah, the cruisers. You should go for C.
Oh god, what did I run into?
They're doing these proton torpedo runs where they shoot at long range and then run away. I saw this online. God damn it! So watch out for missiles. To
I
target,
saw this
I guess.
on the e-web.
there are also people who were plotting to steal Lincoln's body, and I can never remember. I think they actually pulled it off and then like ransomed.
And
it
that would have
back.
been great.
Some people probably still
do
think
with
that they wanted to ransom it.
I mean, if someone tries to ransom my body, like, don't pay it. That's fine.
When I'm dead, just throw me in the trash.
Just don't.
Just a body. Yeah.
He actually got dug up and like reinterred a couple times, and that's why like today, I think the last time they did it was in like 1902 or something, and that's the last time people laid eyes on it to like verify it was actually him. Because like at one point it was just like behind a padlock with no guard. That's when some people went and were like, "Hey, let's check this out." That's why it's like buried under like a ton of concrete now. It's a case. It's a bright Lincoln snatching ideas.
Were you taking C, or what's the deal here?
Both C and D are pretty low.
Oh my god.
There's some Lincoln and Garfield facts. Lincoln's son,
Fall back.
I think Robert Todd, was the Secretary of War under Garfield, and he was there when Garfield got shot, and then later he was also present when William McKinley was assassinated.
Whoa.
And so he was like, "I'm done being around presidents because apparently when I hang out with them, they get killed."
Hey, it's our turn.
Why don't they let the New Republic ships jump to hyperspace towards the Star Destroyer and
Immediately be there.
no, just kamikaze, pull a holdo.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
Eldo.
Pull a holdo maneuver.
Sith
magic,
magic.
cloning.
Things of that nature.
1 in a million.
DDD.
Even though we'll show somebody doing it at the end of this very movie, so it's not that rare, I guess. Ooh, there she blows.
Thunderbirds on me.
I'm hurting. Go to C.
I'm trying to take a
I'm going for
Thunderbird.
C.
Try to.
Here we go.
Oh, I definitely thought that blue was shields and green was speed this whole time.
It is kind of weird that they did it that way, honestly.
I agree. I feel like
Probably not the whole time I was playing the game, but tonight.
Right. Typically, blue is a color you associate with shields, and green is a color you associate with like speed, traffic lights, and stuff. That's some bad visual design.
Traffic lights don't exist in Star Wars.
Got one.
Maybe it's because they wanted to have green in the TIE fighters instead of blue. That's the only thing. Otherwise, they're dumb. Get this guy
It's
off
like-
of me!
Green is health. I don't know. That's probably what they were thinking.
Ah! Ooh! Oops, I
Trying to
clicked
get him.
the
He's
thing.
getting low. He's getting low.
Thunderbird down. Going after the easy koi dude.
Yeah.
Oh, where'd he go? He's behind the ship somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see him.
Zooming in, zooming.
He
Zooming,
down.
booming.
He's dead.
See bubbles coming
Bubbles, he po, mo, bo, bo,
in.
bo.
There's also a raider coming in.
Going after the raider. Raider is taking sustained fire.
Let's fucking shoot. Gosh sakes. Oh, the Raider. That's what's
Raider.
Raider.
Raider is got 20 health left.
Okay.
Oh, ooh, I'm getting
Bomber in here.
I like this. I don't want to die. Ah!
It's cool when you're about to die, so you're gonna crash into something, and then you get killed right before you touch it, and you become incorporeal and pass through it.
Okay, I'm here with.
I love that.
The soul of the ship.
Ghost you wing.
Well, you'll also notice how that it doesn't have your chosen cosmetic skin.
Yeah, it's just like a weird zombie.
Oh, that must be a turret. Ow. Stop it.
Here I go!
Hojo Mania. Going after Miko Bublé, 1942.
Here comes the bomber. Let's go.
Get over here, Bubble Boy. Bubble Boy! Where you going, Bubble
Bomber,
Boy?
bomber.
The fuck
Send
you
us
going?
on a wild chase.
Man, this guy's running back home.
Yeah,
I
Raider
ain't giving up.
just-
God damn it.
The ship is gone. It has to be dead.
Yeah.
Dang.
Meanwhile, I flew into the hangar of the Star Destroyer, hopped out, shot everyone in the hangar, ran to the bridge, forced it to crash.
Cool thing
I
about this
was a
game is
hero.
that you never win.